The coast was a jagged edge of iron and salt, where the horizon dissolved into a cold, desaturated push toward the mainland. Armored divisions tore through the earth, churning the soil into a thick, choking fog that swallowed the screaming of the machines. In the trenches, the air tasted of sulfur and panic, held in the shallow, jagged breaths of men pressed deep into the frozen mud. Above the roar, commands were etched into the smoke, driving the advance with a calculated, battle-hardened resolve. Across the churning divide, a rigid shadow stared back, locked in a brutal arithmetic of fortification and fire. The sky finally ignited, bringing a deafening, unbearable rain of artillery that threatened to tear the very earth from its axis. Then, a single sharp whistle cut through the thunder, and the deep, concussive bass of the war simply stopped. The dreamlike silence pulled at the rifles, which slipped from mud-stained fingers, as the instinct for violence began to drain away. Out of the sulphurous haze, the architects of the clash stepped into the open, their expressions transforming from rage to a shared, inexplicable mesmerization. Resting in the gray sludge was a vibrant culinary beacon, manifesting a burst of color and steam against the dead earth. Every strand of glistening fusilli carried the weight of a masterpiece, thick with a rich marinara that demanded a sudden, peaceful reverence. The sensory gravity of the dish overrode the primal fever of the front, drawing mortal enemies down into the dirt, not to fight, but to settle into the same impossible warmth. Two commanders, faces etched with the grime of 1,000 miles, shared a silent nod and surrendered to the first awe-inspiring taste of a shared transcendence. It was a microscopic perfection of semolina and salt, a texture so refined it held the power to halt history in its tracks. Could an authentic taste silence the darkest impulses of a century? As the battle clouds broke, the trenches were bathed in a golden warmth that felt less like a war zone and more like the rolling hills where these flavors were born. Experience the transcendent peace of a zero-prep culinary awakening. Secure your Primi pasta at eatprimi.com.